Thanks for joining us. I'm Philip Coleman. Lynn Brooks has the evening off. A group that reaches out to young people is in Tuscaloosa, encouraging kids to, as they put it, get off the dock and into the water. It's all part of the In His Wake's water sports outreach program. Today, the program was at Sunshine Point on Lake Tuscaloosa, working with young people from Greene County. WVUA's Jennifer Edwards takes you out on the lake in our top story at 6.
For these kids, this is a day to remember. Nate Miller is the director of an organization called In His Wakes. Miller says the day is about applying the experience of water sports to the lives of young people just entering their adolescent years.
If they are willing to, what we call stepping off the dock or get off the dock, if you're willing to get off the dock here on the water and also in life, you're going to have victory. And you don't give up on the first try. You keep trying until you have that victory.
Mike Townsend is the host of this year's event in Tuscaloosa County. He says the most rewarding part of the day is seeing the kids overcome their fears.
What I see is, first of all, anxiety. They're not really sure what they're getting themselves into. So if we show them a good time and show them it's a safe environment and that they're not going to get hurt by doing what they're doing, they can be victorious in what they do. Knuckles, that's what I'm talking about.
Miller says a lot of these kids wouldn't get this experience without this organization.
Sometimes even as simple as getting in a boat and riding in a boat, but especially not water skiing or wakeboarding. And so that is what actually creates such an impact, getting them to overcome their fears and get in the water. This is one of 4 stops the organization is making in Alabama. Reporting in Tuscaloosa County,
victory comes on you! Yeah!
Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
And you can learn more about the In His Wakes program at WVUATV.com. Click on numbers and links. Now, on your home team Crime Watch, we're covering Pickens County, where one man is dead and his nephew is facing murder charges. According to Gordo Police Chief Todd Hall, Shannon Young of Moundville has been charged with capital murder in connection with the death of his uncle, Ben McDougal. Chief Hall told us that McDougal was last seen Thursday morning. On Saturday, a maintenance worker entered his apartment at Sam Davis Court and found McDougal's body. Hall says it appears that McDougal had been dead for at least 2 days. And he says that news of McDougal's death has rocked the small community.
We've been involved in very few homicides over my career. And that's one of the things that it does to a small town. It's very traumatic for the whole community, and that's why we wanted to get the word out that the suspect was in custody, and let the people know that we don't have a killer out there on the streets.
And Young is being held in the Pickens County Jail with no bail set. In other news, the Alabama softball team is Oklahoma City bound. Today, the team looks to win its first national championship in team history. WVUA's Bradley Whittington spoke with fans about what this means for the Bama Nation.
My wife and I have been season ticket holders since they built the stadium.
Aaron Christian has followed Alabama softball for over 10 years, and he's hoping to watch them win their first national title. With football, gymnastics, and women's golf winning national titles this year, Christian says the more, the merrier.
Whether we're going to have 3 or 4 within the year, they're always positive publicity for the university. It helps us, the legislature, to get funds for the university. It helps us recruit students here to keep the dorms full and the classes full. They're all better. The best one is the next one that you win.
Alabama has been to the Women's College World Series many times before, but have never been able to win it. But fans say this year's team has what it takes.
Because they play so well. Let us, they'll get that championship.
Christian says he has a theory about why softball has yet to win a national title.
My theory is that in the past, teams were beginning to read our coach's signals that she would pass in to the catcher, who would pass them to the pitcher.
And speaking of pitchers, Alabama has one of the best, Jackie Traina, and she will be a key to the Crimson Tide's success in Oklahoma City.
She has done a yeoman's job. I mean, when the kid, like against Tennessee, pitches 11 innings and then hits a home run to win the game.
But it will be a team effort, an effort softball fans say their team is ready to give. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Bradley Whittington, WVUA News.
And Sports Director Gary Harris will have more on Bama's softball team coming up later in your home team sports. Now, new at 6 tonight, the Forest Lake community is welcoming some new neighbors. The ducks that call the lake home have welcomed some new ducklings. As you may recall, the city recently helped clean debris from the lake, and neighbors set out kiddie pools to keep the ducks comfortable while those water levels were low. Linda Parsons with the Forest Lake Neighborhood Association tells us she's happy that these ducks mean so much to the city.